Welcome back to the channel, guys and girls. Today we're back in one of my favorite little sneaky holes here in Virginia, and we're here to do a really fun challenge that I promised you guys. If you guys met a certain number of likes on one of my previous videos, I would come out here and give it a try, and that is Tenkara fishing. As you guys can see, I picked up one of the cheapest Tenkara rods you can get here in the States, and we're going to give it a try. This is a 9-foot rod, super limber, light, little extendable rod here. We're just going to grab the tip right there and extend this little rod right on out. It gets pretty long, guys, all the way out to 9 foot. Super cheap. I think I picked this up for around the $20 price range. And it came with a couple other items here. You got the furled braided line, which is actually designed just for this stuff right here. And it came with a spool of tippet and a handful of little Tenkara flies. So I'm quite excited to try this out. I've done a little bit of research. So over here on the tip end, guys, it's got a little piece of string, little piece of twine, if you will, and the instructions say to tie a little knot in it, just like I've done right there. And then when it comes to this braided line here, I'm pretty sure it's just your typical braided line. It's quite different than what most fly anglers use, but as you can see there, it's got a nice little loop tied in it. And it says that you're supposed to take this loop, double it around just like this, and then cinch that down over this knot on the tip of the Tenkara rod. So we're going to do that now, see how that looks. Go ahead and cinch that down. Yep, that's a nice strong connection, easy peasy, simple to use. Then we're just going to straighten up our braided line here, guys, get it all nice and neat to the end. On the other end here is a fly fisherman's loop. I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but just a small little bitty loop tied into that braided line, and that's what we're going to go ahead and attach that tippet to. This is some 6-pound 4X tippet right here. This did come with the kit. It's got a nice little band to hold it in there. There we go. Go ahead and pull that out. And I'd say let's go ahead and give ourselves, I don't know, 4 or 5 foot of tippet here to work with. Make sure we have more than enough to do what we need to do. And I think I'm just going to tie a simple fisherman's knot into this loop on this end, guys. Something nice and simple, good and strong, that'll hold. So we'll go ahead and get that knot tied up now. All right, guys, this kit came with several assorted little Tenkara flies. I'm thinking let's go with something bright like this one right here. You can tell these are super cheap and mass produced and probably not ideal, but we're going to give it a try either way. I'm going to use the exact same knot on this, just a simple fisherman's knot. And there we go, guys, there's our rig. Easy peasy, quite interesting. I'm excited to hop in the creek over here and try to get one. I think landing and netting will be quite fun, just like it was during one of our last videos when we used a very similar technique using that B&M rod. But let's not waste any time, boys and girls. Let's go ahead and hop in here. Let's try this Tenkara technique. One thing I'm definitely liking about this is it's just super close quarters. You can really get in here close, nice to the fish. I like that this braided line floats good, just like your typical fly line, so you can really watch the tip of that braided line to know if you're getting a bite or not. Quite fun little technique, I must admit. I'm liking it already. Don't know if we're going to get any bites through here. This creek right here hasn't been stocked in an extremely long time. But if y'all follow the channel, you probably remember a video where I came down here and absolutely slayed a bunch of little wilds and holdovers. So I'm hoping that some of those fish will still be around. Unfortunately, guys, when you're a content creator like myself and you post a video of yourself catching a lot of fish, what often happens is the locals find out where you were and they come and burn them out. But we're going to cross our fingers, guys, in hopes that maybe we can get lucky and find us a couple. There was definitely something laying right here. As you can see, all that silt in the water. We spooked something up out of here. Don't know if that was a big turtle, maybe a beaver, or even a big fish, but there was definitely something right here just a little while ago. Well, guys, it looks like our Tenkara rod has got the length, but it does not quite have the control that we need in this wind. As you guys can see, the wind is just whipping up in this little bottom right now. So I'm thinking we're going to walk back to the vehicle, grab ourselves some conventional gear. We're going to fish this old run right here and see if there's any fish left over, just for the sake of fun. And then we're going to go ahead and switch up spots. I know of another spot that's local and close by that I know we can have some success with this if there's any fish around, because it's where we filmed our last video using that B&M cane pole. So we're going to go ahead and walk over here, grab our conventional gear, fish this run, try to catch us a couple just for the sake of. Then we're going to switch up spots and see what else we can find. So go ahead and stick around and see what happens. Alrighty, guys, heading on back to the spot. Got ourselves a black creek bug, rigged up on a little jig head there. Got a little split shot to help with casting. And of course we've got that trout magnet indicator up there, but our goal right now is just to catch a couple out of here, see if there's anything left. Unfortunately, that Tenkara rod just did not have the control we needed in that wind. The cast was a little bit too far. He was topping out our waders. Couldn't get any closer, so we're going to have to switch up techniques just for the sake of a little bit of success here and to see what's left behind. We're going to pick up our Tenkara adventure at the next spot. Well, I'm thinking this will probably be the last cast in this little run. It would appear that the local anglers have in fact found these fish and either caught them out or the fish have relocated up and down the river here, and unfortunately it's really shallow down that way. There's a couple decent little spots, but really nothing to go down there and target. Definitely not going to be as effective with our Tenkara gear as this hole was going to be. So I think we're just going to have to reel up, guys. We're going to have to change up spots, head back to the place where we've already filmed a couple videos, and those fish the last time we were there were very few and far between. We managed to catch a couple. I really have no clue if there's going to be anything left around over there, but we will soon find out. Oh, there's a fish right as I was getting ready to leave. There we go, on the conventional gear. Oh, nice one. I think that bobber was down the whole time I was talking. Wow, guys, fantastic. Just about ready to change up spots. Bobber down on a beautiful, beautiful rainbow trout. Wow, guys, fantastic. There we go. Beautiful one. Oh, hook popped out right as she got in the net. That's actually a big male. Wow, guys. A little bit beat up from being in here and, of course, being a stalker, but absolutely gorgeous nonetheless, guys. Fantastic. Let's let him go. Take off that way, buddy. There he goes. Happy and healthy. And quite strange, guys. There's some glitter coming up out of that fish. I almost wonder if he didn't have a belly full of some kind of, I'm assuming, power bait or dough bait that had glitter in it. Quite interesting right there. Wow. Wind is zipping, blowing in a little bit of rain for the rest of the week, guys, here in Virginia. I don't know about where you're at, but here in Virginia we've had no precipitation in quite a long while, and our streams are really drying out. The rivers are getting very low, and unfortunately our stocking program is really not able to do much stocking because of it. But I'm really hopeful that within the next week we'll see a good bit of rain, bring these water levels up, make these fish more comfortable, and give ourselves more opportunities to come out and film videos for you guys. But I'll take what I can get. Finding little sneaky holes like this one can really pay off sometimes, and as you can see, they do hold fish. Only had that one so far, but any bite is a good thing. There's another fish right there. Got him on. Wow. Did not expect to get more than one fish out of here. Honestly, didn't expect to get one. But wow, guys, another fish on way down there at the end. Just a little bitty whippersnapper, but we will take it. Beautiful little bitty colored up rainbow. Wow, boys and girls, look at the colors on that one. Fantastic. Grab our old hemostats here. Give this fish a quick pop loose. There we go. Don't want to stress it out too much. Wow, beautiful, beautiful rainbow trout right there. Fish number 2 out of this hole. Tried that Tenkara gear. Didn't want to work with this too much, but that old wind's just a little bit too stiff for it. Didn't want to go adding a bunch of split shot weights, but wow, guys, that's 2 fish out of this run on the black creek bug. My absolute go-to here lately. Let's go ahead and bomb it back in here, see if we can do that again. Got him right there. Fish number 3 on. Wow, right in that exact same little spot. This seems to be where they're loaded up at, guys. Bobber just slowly ticked down and fish on. Wow, down there just a fighting. Beautiful small little rainbow. Colored up just phenomenally. Wow, wow, wow. What a blessing we have found here today, boys and girls. Just one beautiful little rainbow after the other. I was really hopeful to use that Tenkara gear, but this old hole here is just not conducive. But wow, guys, we're able to throw that old creek bug in there with that added weight. Let it rip across the surface here with that old indicator and bobber down, guys. Heck yes. Alrighty, boys and girls, I'm thinking this is going to be the last cast. Managed to pluck 3 beautiful rainbow trout out of this old hole. So I think it's about time that we slide on up the creek here, guys, to another section that has been stocked more recently, but hit harder. We've actually filmed 2 videos there, including that previous B&M cane pole video. And we're going to head back to that exact same location, guys. Hopefully there's still some fish there. No guarantees. We're going to cross our fingers. There were some fish left behind here, which gives me hope that there will be fish there. So we're going to head on back, guys. We're going to grab that Tenkara rod. We've got about 2 more hours to fish. We're going to grind it out as hard as we can in hopes of finding at least 1 fish on the Tenkara rod to complete our challenge for today, guys. But so far, I've had an absolute blast. We got super blessed. Found this little pocket here. Wasn't able to use a Tenkara rod like I was hoping due to that crazy wind, but we was able to find 3 fish on our good old traditional rod with that simple little NRV creek bugs on there, guys. So we're going to go ahead and reel it in. We're going to head to our next spot. We're going to cross our fingers and we're going to see what happens. Well, guys and girls, we made it on down here to our final spot of the day. There's actually some anglers already down here fishing, and they just said that the bite's been pretty tough. Nobody's caught anything. There was one group that actually just left, so we're going to unwind our old string here. Awesome little rig that they send with this thing. Help you keep your line under control there. We'll go ahead and extend our little Tenkara rod here all the way on out. We'll walk over here and see if we can't find ourselves a trout or 2. Well, boys and girls, we walked this whole area with our handy dandy little Tenkara rod, and well, no takers, guys. We was able to spot 3 little bitty rainbows in here, but guys, they are super skittish. And if you look up in the trees right here, you'll see all these lures. Well, it's pretty safe to say that there's been tons of new anglers down here fishing this old run, and it's a pretty popular little spot. We was able to get 2 videos done here after they stocked it last, but that's pretty much going to be it, guys. We're going to move on down the river here in hopes of maybe finding a hole that was holding a couple fish. But for my last couple trips up here, guys, we've pretty much hit the 2 most likely locations. So we're going to see what happens. But so far today, guys, I'm not going to complain. Managed to get 3 beautiful little rainbows out of our last spot using our NRV Baits creek bugs and our conventional spinning gear. But so far, guys, the Tenkara rod has not worked out for us. So we're going to keep at it, see what we can find. No promises, but let's head up there now. See what there is to see. Alrighty, guys and girls, moved on up here to another little run that often gets stocked. Don't know if there's going to be anybody hanging out in here, but we're going to walk over here to the edge. We're going to sneak our way back up, walking through the swift water, looking to see if we can see any fish darting around. If so, we'll break out the old Tenkara rod and make some casts to them. But first things first, locate them with our eyes, see if we can see some. We're going to start right here, work our way right on up there, past those breaks in the current, walking super slow, eyes peeled, looking for anything. Well, guys, fished our way all the way down to this little spot right here. It looks super juicy. I don't really see any fish in it, but gosh, does it ever look good. So I'm going to fish it. I can see the bottom. I'm hopeful that maybe there's a couple in here that's camouflaged up good and just hiding out. I'm really not quite sure, but gosh, does it ever look good. Let that little fly fall on in there. Let's see what happens. Got him. Unbelievable. Guys, unstinking believable. We found a fish with the Tenkara gear. And this is not a trout, not at all. This is either going to be a rock bass or a smallmouth bass. Unbelievable. That's why we didn't see anything. It was completely blended in. Wow. Yep. Beautiful, beautiful smallmouth bass, guys. Wow, that is going to make our day right there. We're going ahead and grab that Tenkara line. Slide this little beauty right on over here to us. There we go. There we go, boys and girls. Fan-stinking-tastic. Looky there, we can actually lip this fish. Wow. Look at that, boys and girls. Look at that fish. Unbelievable. That right there made all that walking worthwhile. Unstinking believable, guys. Heck yeah. Wow. Look at those colors. That is just unreal. We're going ahead and let her go right here. Back in there, happy and healthy, guys. Wow, managed to get her. Oh, there's another one. No way, guys. There is another one. Same thing. Another smallmouth in this hole. Unbelievable. Maybe we can get lucky and catch it as well. Got him. Got him on. No way. No way, guys. Yes. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. Wow, back-to-back smallmouth bass on the Tenkara rod. Fan-stinking-tastic, boys and girls. Fantastic. See if we can turn her over here. Work her right on over here to us. Oh, she's fighting so hard. There we go. There we go, guys. Fish number 2 on the Tenkara style. Unstinking believable. Another beautiful smallmouth bass. Bit that fly. Wow, guys. Look at that fish. Unstinking believable. That is what I'm talking about right there. Heck yeah. Let's let her go as well. Back in here happy and healthy, ready to go. Heck yes. That is just the icing on the cake, guys. I will take that every time. I love it. Them smallmouth fought super hard. They were willing to bite that old Tenkara fly, that simple little pink fly right there. Guys, that is what it's all about. Putting some miles on the boots, finding some undisturbed spots, and catching some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful creek fish, guys. Heck yes. Well, guys, I believe this is going to be our last stop of the day. We're running out of time for the day. Don't have much more time to fish. And if you look just upstream from us there, guys, it's all shallow rapids. I don't really think it's going to be worth the hike up there. But I had an absolute blast today throwing this Tenkara rod. It was an absolute game changer for these small little creeks and rivers. And I think it's a super fun way to fish, and I highly recommend, if you haven't tried it, to go ahead and hop online. I'll leave a link down in the description for you guys to buy the same one. And go on ahead and grab it, guys. It's less than 20 bucks. It's tons of fun to use. I imagine that for crappie and panfish, even walleye and bass, it would be an absolute game changer for you, and you'll absolutely enjoy it, guys. I had a super fun time with it, catching those little fish. The fight was awesome. Getting them in the net was a little challenging, but that's okay. But if you enjoyed this video, guys, make sure you smash that like button and leave me a comment down below and let me know what other kind of techniques you would like to see used on the channel. But get it if you can, boys and girls, and do yourself some fishing and have some fun. But most importantly, be safe and tight lines. Well, at least the walk back, we're walking downstream. We ain't fighting that current, but gosh, we walked a super duper long way, and well, now we've got to go back.